Hello friends, Tanya here for Trinity Stamps, and today we are playing with a bunch of new stuff from the April release. I'm going a little quirky today. We're going to start out ink blending this piece of Hammermill cardstock with some cracked pistachio ink, Distress Oxide ink, and then we're going to pull out the foiled Floral Mom foiling plate. There is a coordinating die that will cut out each of these letters individually. But we're going to start out by foiling the word mom with some satin gold foil. And then we're going to die cut it. And while I'm die cutting those letters, I'm also going to cut a couple more layers to put behind this beautiful foiled word. I will show you how I put one of these letters together. I'm just going to add some liquid glue behind the M and take each of those extra layers and adhere them behind the letter. And that gives me some extra strength and a little bit of height, which I really love to add to my cards. So that is the first letter, and I did all of the rest of them, but I didn't film them. Next, we're going to play with the reverse floral background stamp. This is a 6x6 photopolymer stamp, so you can see through it, which really helps when you're making different sized stamped backgrounds. And as you can see here, I'm ink blending right on the stamp, and I do have a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of cardstock that I'm stamping. So I need to extend this design a little further. So I just moved the paper down and the stamp up and continued stamping with the mustard seed, cracked pistachio, and peacock feathers. We're also going to use this gorgeous new vellum that's in the Trinity Stamps shop. And I used these stitched mini slimlines to cut that background frame out. And next we're going to use these spring chicken stamps and dies. I have stamped the rooster and the hen, and now I'm coloring them with some Copics. And since the background is such vibrant colors, I chose to do some vibrant colors on our rooster and hen also. I'm combining some reds and browns, some teals and aqua, some yellow, and several different browns with the reds to create the different shades on these chickens. I do think that there is a lot of variety in chicken breeds, so you could really color these any way you want. I just really wanted them to coordinate and yet stand out against that very bold background. I am using one color for the beak and the feet because those pieces are very small, but the rest of the chicken, there is room to blend with up to 3 colors, I believe. I think I could get up to 3 colors to work on that. With the hen, I'm going to color with this light color, kind of a cream color, cream to red. I was thinking of the hens that are a creamy light red color, like strawberry blonde-ish, who have speckles all over, and that's what I'm doing with this one. We do want to do a nice bold comb, and for this comb I'm using the medium tone red of the 3 reds that I used on this group of images. Just some last touches to get the yellow on the feet and the beak, and now it's time to stamp one more time with the black ink over the top of our image because it just sharpens everything up so nicely. After I've dried these with the heat tool, because I don't want any smearing, I'm going to take the liquid pixie dust and a paintbrush, add a little extra water to the liquid pixie dust so it isn't too concentrated, and add that to the rooster and the hen to add a little bit of pearlescent shine to their feathers, because the feathers on a chicken are often very shimmery in the light, and I just wanted to add that extra pop of detail on these really cute little images. This is such a fun and quirky card It even has a little bit of punniness to it. So this is for your quirky moms out there or your chicken moms. I'm telling you, there's a lot of them out there. Several of my coworkers really enjoy their chickens. So I die cut the image and some extras and layered those like I did the word mom. And now it's time for our punny little sentiment, which I am stamping with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink on some heavyweight white cardstock scraps. And then I will take some clear embossing powder and sprinkle that over the top and heat set that so I have a nice raised, shiny sentiment. After I have this all heat set, we'll take out the coordinating die for this sentiment, and there are dies for all of the sentiments in the spring chicken stamp set. Here I have a 5x7 card base. This started out as 10 by 7 inches, scored at 5 inches, and creased very well with my bone folder. And I did use the Modern Embossed A7 stack to die cut this background stamped piece, and I used the 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 inch panel that time, and the mini slimline, stitched mini slimline vellum die cut piece is going to be our backer for the main elements of this card. I'm going to adhere the word mom vertically on this piece of vellum, and that'll help it just stand out a little better against that very bold background. On the bottom of this panel, we're going to put our sentiment, and I've layered that also with 2 extra pieces of cardstock. We'll get all of these pieces adhered to the vellum piece, and then we'll take it to the card. I think this is a great way to assemble your card pieces, and they're all the same height because they have the same number of layers of extra cardstock behind them. Now I'm carefully adhering this vellum panel to the cardstock by adding just enough glue behind the different areas that have images on top. Next, I'm taking the Blue Sky Sparkle Dot embellishments. These are new to the shop, and they are so cool. They are sparkly little dots that feel like little acrylic discs, maybe plastic discs. They're a little, they're very much like a sequin, but a little heavier. And they have 3 different sizes of dots in here, and they are so cute. So I've scattered them all over the front of the card, and I'm using my pickup stick and some precision glue to adhere them to the card front. The Crafty Gluefriend would work fantastic for this also, and I really wish I wasn't allergic to it. You can get that in the Trinity Stamps store also. There's a quick look at all of those on the card front, and I did really go kind of crazy with them. There are lots of those blue sky sparkle dots all over the place. Next, we're going to take the Happy Mother's Day sentiment from the Spring Chicken stamp set. I stamped that with some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I'm adding some more of those sparkle dots to the inside of the card. That is my entire card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun card to put together, lots of techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to do that now. If you're interested in any of the products that I used today, check that description box below. They're always listed and linked there. And until next time, here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.